You know, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, we've been speaking to different social media intermediaries, and you call them, I think you call them significant social media intermediaries with over 5 million user base. And one of them happens to be Ku. The founder of Ku was live on Republic TV a few days back. In fact, I spoke to him. Now, it's a very simple question and answer sort of a format you've given them. You've asked them for details of the grievance officers. You asked them for simple details of names and addresses. Now, let's be honest about it, Mr. Prasad. Is it turning out to be an ego battle? Because what we hear through our reporters is that most of the significant social media intermediaries have adhered to this, except for one. Is that true? And if yes, is it turning out to be an ego war for them?
First of all, let me make it very clear to you. There is no ego battle at all. Emphatically, categorically on Republic TV. But since you have talked of ego, let me explain the background. There is a judgment of Supreme Court of 2018, Pranjula case. Supreme Court said, please do something for this violation of privacy, pornography, promotion of that, dignity of women. Then there is a judgment of September 19 of the Supreme Court in case of Facebook itself, where the Supreme Court said, origin of a very vicious message already in public domain, leading to violence, mayhem, mob lynching, riot, etc., terrorism, etc., that must be known. Two Supreme Court judgments, I am not speaking of the High Court judgment. There was a debate on the fake news in the Parliament in August 2018. All the parliamentarians extracted a promise from me there is a need for a guideline to check all this, pornography. Venkaiah Naidu, the Vice President of India, Honorable, constituted a committee of Parliament to consider the issue of child pornography. They have recommended. Therefore, it has come suddenly out of the blue. We had the widest consultation possible. Hundreds and hundreds of comments came, counter comments came, including with stakeholder, and thereafter it has been drafted and finalized. Therefore, a proper consultation process, including parliamentary accountability and judicial directions have been there. No ego battle. But as regards the other part is concerned, yes, you are right. I'm in my constituency, Patna. I had to come to oversee the COVID work and be with my people who have elected me. But I have been told that all others have complied except Twitter. They appointed a lawyer in Bengaluru as their grievance officer, nodal officer and compliance officer. We had to gently tell them, read the rule. The rule is very clear. He has to be an employee of your company who knows the system of the company. You can appoint an interim measure, then go for a proper appointment one. But let me ask a counter question to you, and let this message of mine go to them. Does appointment of these three officers require a UPSC selection like for IAS or IPS? Come on, what we are talking about? In COVID, so many officers have been appointed in Maharashtra, in Delhi, in Government of India, in so many places to beef up the arrangements of not. You had 3 months of time. 25th of February, the guideline was announced by me in a press conference. When it came into a gazette, we gave them 3 months time to set up the arrangement. They have to follow the rule. I am very clear about it.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, I know you don't have control over what the police does, but the opposition leaders have been alleging intimidation, which Twitter has repeated in its statement from the headquarters. How do you respond to this intimidation claim by the opposition?
First of all, if I can use a Hindi expression which I have used on some other channels too, कुछ लोग ट्विटर से अपनी राजनीति करते हैं और अब वो ट्विटर की राजनीति कर रहे हैं. Okay? There are leaders who do their politics only on platforms like Twitter. Now they are doing the politics of Twitter. The Delhi police has already explained the entire position. Let me give a very simple logic as the Law Minister of India and a senior lawyer. The penal law of India is very clear. If there is a complaint of an offense, then everyone, individual or associations, who are in the know of something are legally under an obligation to help the police in the investigation. That is the law of the land. What in the instant case was sought to be done? The police issued them a summons. They said, no, we are not interested. Go to America. Then police went to the office. Please receive it. If you have some material in the possession of Twitter, please help us assist in the investigation. Is it wrong? I'm asking a question. Again, I repeat, do business in India, but follow the laws of India, Constitution of India. That is what I mean by digital sovereignty.
Couple of last questions.
Double standard of these private profit-making company will not do. Yes, go ahead.